Hello. You can perhaps consider this video a kind of quick fire update to my previous video. This video will make more immediate sense if you've seen those, but you do not have to pre-watch them. If this interests you though, I promise there's quite a lot of what I would say is rather compelling evidence for what I'm about to say, so maybe consider giving them a watch after this, but no pressure. Okay, insane spoiler warning, not just for chapter 5, but potentially for the entire game of Deltarune. I am not joking, it could be GG. If you do not want to risk this, please leave immediately. Go on, get out of here, scram, close the door, put your fingers in your ears, bye bye. Okay, bye bye, bye bye. Okay, you stayed. Here's how this video is going to work. I need you to brace for impact. I'm about to unleash the truth nukes. I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to rapid fire through all the points I have to make, and I promise you, if you are doubting what I'm telling you during any of this, if you stick around to the end, the final bombs that I'm going to drop are so blatant and so in your face that this just simply has to be the answer. Are you ready? Here it comes. My video, my theory, and I promise you I'm not saying this lightly, about December Holiday being a human, and the soul that we control being December Holiday's soul, and the night being December Holiday's soulless body, was almost certainly 100% correct. In chapter 5, there are papers of Asgore's on the floor which describe the black shard that he found being taken from the knight's knife, and that this same knife was used to create both the dark fountain back during the incident that's almost certainly December's disappearance, and the cyber world in chapter 2 years later that we know was made by the knight. Ralsei, in one of the most important lines we've ever gotten, says that he thought the knight only shows up when there's heroes. This is not only confirming that the dark fountain on the day of December's incident and the cyber world in chapter 2, which we know was created by the knight, were made by the same person, the same knife years apart, but also that there were heroes back when December and Azrael were together, that the prophecy is indeed repeating itself, and who else could these heroes from back then even be? This is essentially confirmation that they have indeed explored the Dark World before the events of the game, which was already becoming very obvious, and that they were indeed two of the three heroes in their own time, with Sham as their Ralsei, and meaning, like I said in my video, if these two explored the Dark Worlds together, who was sealing the Dark Fountains? This chapter makes a point to really hammer it home now that you need a human soul to do it, and it has to be one of them. So which is it? The confirmed monster, or the one that we don't know the identity of yet? Don't believe me? Look at this statue. Look at the room. Look how this sticks out. This statue that's supposedly similar to Susie, but Susie keeps saying it's not her. It's blue. It's not pink. It's blue. Why? Because the colours of our Deltarune have been switched. This statue is Azrael. Look at the features, the rounded protruding face, the adolescent horns. Please tell me you see this. Want some more help? Look at the jacket, just like Azrael's jacket, the one that Susie wears in chapter 4. The statue's even from December's room, because it's a statue of her fucking boyfriend. It's Azrael, and if Azrael is the blue one, then Des had to be the pink one, the second Lightner, the girl, the second hero, the sword magician, and if Azrael was the monster, then December had to be the human. Also, what did I say again? Oh yeah, about Sham being Azrael and December's Ralsei. Oh hey Ralsei, nice fire magic you've got there, bro. I fucking knew it, you little bastard. Pretty cool that you're deliberately choosing not to teach Susie. You know, you're deliberately choosing not to teach fire magic to the girl. You know, like I predicted is what happened with Sham teaching Des, you know, the sword magician, the fiery sword magician that Azrael's such a big fan of, in a question where all the answers very clearly correspond to real people. Hello? Are you seeing it now? Hello? Also, hey, sure are a lot of humans in this chapter, huh? And a lot of ears. Very weirdly, a lot of talk about ears. Asking the human shopkeeper about their fake ears. Selling hands with fake ears. People talking about ears all the time. The fucking scene of a memory of Chris, Noelle, Toriel, Asgore, Rudy and Carol all pulling each other's ears. Oh, what about Des? Can we pull her ears? Nope. She's in the Ferris wheel. Yay! What another lucky coincidence that we happen to be pulling each other's ears, you know, the literal only thing we know about December's true appearance, and that we have smoking gun evidence of being fake when she just happens to be out of reach. Sure wonder why we're getting into chapter 6 of 7 now, and this girl's identity is still a total mystery, if she's just another deer. How very odd. Humans in ears, humans in ears, humans in ears, humans in ears. Wow! Oh, and Aqua! You know the boss fight where you do all the human poses and she copies copies of you. You know, the human ones. You know, the ones that the knight also does exactly the same as Chris. Oh, and her fringe over her red eyes. And she loves knives. And she's cyan. All exactly like Chris. Oh, and look at that ribbon on top of her head. Sure looks like a red human soul on top of a cyan body. Hehe, one colour is so boring, isn't it, Aqua? Oh, hey, nice changing your colour there from cyan to red. I wonder what that's hinting towards. Some kind of, I don't know, soul of a different colour inhabiting someone else's vessel? Sure is a lot in common with cyan and red, huh? Both are associated with knives. I wonder who else uses knives. Both use bandages. Aqua's design is very obviously, you know, bright red and cyan and basically nothing else, but where else have I seen cyan and red together before? Oh yeah, that's right. The soul when you fight Mew Mew in Undertale. That's right, Mew Mew, the character who's trying to, you know, fuse together, who just so happens to be the secret boss of Chapter 5. And what's our whole story about? Oh yeah, that's right. It's about a ghost inhabiting another vessel and the two becoming one. Wow, she wants to hurt people and this big red heart in her chest is telling her no and making her do things she doesn't want to do. This imagery would be so poignant if this was, I don't know, happening right under our noses, wouldn't it? It would be such a perfect metaphor for what Chris is going through if perhaps, I don't know, the ghost piloting the red-hearted creature was herself a cyan soul? Oh well, no way that we could prove that. Never mind that. Let's go sell something to her at our shop and oh, she wants a knife and a ribbon, you know, like a cyan soul would want. You know, a knife like the one that this character's Undertale equivalent randomly brandishes and throws at us. A knife like the one that Chris seems to keep on them wherever they go. You know, the kid that turns cyan in the Dark World. Amazing. Noelle being nostalgic about ribbons. Pfft, no way a human would ever want those. And thankfully, there's nothing to do with December and knives either, you know, except this and this and this and this. And but if all of this is not enough for you, if this cyan-souled being inhabiting the body of a red-hearted creature is not enough obvious symbolism, isn't enough obvious Toby Fox dangling the truth right in front of your face, writing that he is famous for, then just look at this. When the spirit and the body split apart from one another, what does Ralsei tell Pink? That her body has become a darkener on its own, just like my prediction that December Holiday's soulless body has become a darkener, has become the Roaring Night. If all this blatant symbolism is telling us that the red soul Chris currently has is not their own soul, then who else could it possibly belong to? Who else could have a red soul that can't play piano but is amazing on guitar? When we're into chapter 6 of 7 now, when we're into the end game and every character that we have account of, every single one of them is a monster except for one that we've never seen the true identity of, the same character that was present during the incident, that has human shoes in her closet, whose mother collects red heart-shaped pillows obsessively, that join for Christmas every year sharing gingerbread humans and monsters with their families that both shared some kind of deep unexplained bond together, that has easily explained and now constantly foreshadowed fake antlers on her head in the only shot we've ever seen of her, that wields a sword like a human hero, that created and explored dark fountains with a confirmed monster as a companion in a group of two that needed a human in order for it to make any logical sense whatsoever. There is nobody else that this can be. I just want to end this video by saying thank you so much for watching my videos. This hasn't been some big journey I've made to try and prove I'm right and everyone else is wrong. This has been purely passion, purely love of Deltarune's artistry and mystery. This has been my friends sharing our excitement together and putting up with me, listening to me talk for hours about my passion and helping me formulate this answer. This has been me staring at my computer for the last 5 years and just imagining if someday, perhaps, maybe, I could find the lost girl if I just looked hard enough. And for the first time, I'm really starting to believe that I might have just found her. And I hope, maybe with this new lens, you can begin to find her yourself. Because she's there. She's been there the whole time. With us. In the dark. Thank you for watching.